I'm going to put on these, which go here, and they help hold the bumper on. The problem is that this is one of those items that I'm guaranteed to forget a step and put something on prematurely or what have you. T25. Now I actually left the screws in here. Sorry, I'm losing. This screw here, I don't think you need to undo because this is just going to go over the piece is plastic, so again, be careful with the torque. Same thing on the other side. These pieces are not expensive, and if you're changing this out, you might as well get new. We're pretty much ready for the bumper here, I'd say. So it's a nice day. I'm going to see if I can finish this up. A couple of things I forgot. One is this wire here going to the fan. But more importantly is this hose going to, looks like the overflow from the radiator. And that actually goes under here. I don't even know if I can capture that. It's under here. And I don't even know if I can get it in there without taking the radiator support off. I hope I can. And then there's this wire here, which goes to this sensor on the intercooler line. And I somehow forgot about that. So I'm actually going to take probably a zip tie and zip tie that down just so it doesn't move anywhere. I don't think it's in any danger of having a problem, but so that's what I'm going to do. I'll put those back. Just simply say, you know, don't forget to do those before you put the radiator support in. It'll probably be a lot easier to do. So far I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. So I'm going to fix those lines, and I'm not going to show that, but next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show how to put the front bumper back on, which essentially I've already showed in my other video. And I'm going to put the air intake back together, which is hopefully pretty straightforward, and get some radiator fluid in it, make sure it doesn't leak, and hopefully start it. Now I'm going to put the air intake back on. Down in here is the turbo control valve. That just needs to be slid back into the right spot. If you've got a different air intake, then I don't honestly remember what the configuration is, so you have to forgive me there. 2 screws hold this piece to the mass airflow sensor. Not super high torque, because it's just into plastic, or rather there's plastic on the other side of this. 3 10mm bolts hold the air intake piece down to the frame, just sheet metal pieces. For some reason, extra long bolts too. decided not to reinstall my R. Kelly style intake. There's cold air that comes up through here from a grill in the front, but I really don't like the design. It just gets in the way of everything. R. Kelly, not a good design. Let's get the air guide in here next. I'm probably going to have to fiddle with this a bit, but we'll put this in. You may want to actually install this before you put the radiator support down also. Just to prove it does go this way. It's rubber, it bends and it moves. And ideally, you want it to line up proper with the air guide underneath here. Found out what was hanging me up. There was a electrical line that I actually had tacked up here, but it was crossing over where these two pieces meet. So it was not allowing them to meet properly. Reach my hand from under here. That might help. Yeah, so don't put the front bumper on first. Leave the front bumper off the teeth. You just have to fiddle with it. The secret is pretty simple. Take and push with the screwdriver, push the plastic mating piece down, and that way this rubber piece will more straightly go on. Tend to be more straight when it goes on. Couple of 10mm bolts hold it in place. 1, 2, 3. 2 bolts here. Air filter next. Hose clamp on the air filter gets cinched down. Cap on the air filter here. Awful lot of bolts if you ask me. There's a decorative piece that goes here that just pops down. I'm not going to do that yet. Now I'm going to put some coolant in this and see if she starts. before I put the front bumper on. Just put a new battery in. I got it filled up with coolant, which means I should be able to start it. So, wish me luck. Here we go. Sounds about right. Check the coolant. I've got the new bumper here and the old bumper, and I've got this piece out of the old bumper, and I don't know what this is called, but it looks like an important piece. The only thing I'm not going to be able to scavenge off this bumper is probably these license plate mounts. 1, 2 right there. Gonna have to have the body shop just put new in. But you have to scavenge everything off this because the bumper comes completely bare. Now, one of the downsides to this bumper, I mean, it's pristine. It is pristine, except for this nick right here. I also just found out that the mount, this side mount here, apparently came without a screw. So no adjustment screw here. Just what I need. You know, not going to blame any individual company for selling me this stuff without proper parts, because what do they know? But here's the proper adjustment screw right here. This one's okay. It's got a screw and a washer. That's correct. So I'm just going to have to, when I ship this to the body shop, I'm just going to have them align the bumper and make sure all the proper screws and whatnot are attached. Obviously this drywall screw, whatever this is here, somebody put that there. That wasn't me. So hopefully we can get this short up with some proper screws. I don't think I need to show you guys the bumper here, how it goes on, because I've already done that in another video. But what I am going to do is I'm going to just simply scavenge all the tabs. You have to scavenge the lower grill, the upper grill. The upper grill I got off of eBay. It's not pristine, but I don't really care. What I may actually do is put my droopy lip fix on there so that it actually it doesn't sag, because this bumper is going to tend to sag. Just the nature of bumpers, apparently. And then I'll install it and hopefully call it a day here. The car does run. I want to make sure the coolant goes okay. And then off to the body shop just for some little touch-ups, some shoring up, and then eventually off to get the thing to DMV and get it re-registered. So I hope you liked the video here. Eventually maybe I'll just get a video of it running and being fine, but I don't think that's really necessary. So basically you can see more or less start to finish here, bolt for bolt, of what we needed to do to take a car that's wrecked on the front end and bring it back to functional. So hope you like this. I know it's not super complete, but it's the best I can do. So enjoy, and you guys, thanks so much for subscribing. Take care. Ta-da! Trim's not on. bumper needs to be kind of shored up a bit, but I have a car back. It runs, it stays at temperature, and we're ready to go here, hopefully. Off to the body shop.